Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to Fragrance Friday. And today I'm disappointed. That said, I'm just disappointed in a few of these fragrances I still have in my collection. A couple of them I'm trying to sell and a couple of them I'm just trying to use up. Welcome to Fragrance Friday, where we talk everything to do with personal fragrance, anything to wear and make you smell delicious. On Mondays, we do a Mani Mondays where we talk about everything to do with nails. And on Wednesdays is Wax Wednesdays, where I throw in lots of Bath & Body Works hauls, reviews, and loads of vendor wax as well. And sometimes I actually put in like a get ready with me, which I will link above. I just did one last week as well. I have a mug collection I have to do from Starbucks that you guys, it's in the back of my mind. I have to get it done soon. But welcome to Fragrance Friday. And today we're going to be talking about some fragrances that I am very disappointed in. Before we get started, I'm going to share with you guys really quickly what's on my nails. It's coming off tonight. I've had it on my nails for quite some time. This is Scientific by Holo Taco. Love this one. As you can see, lots of chipping because I've had it on a while. Love Holo Taco. You guys know how much I do enjoy their polishes. Great on its own. Also, Holo Taco makes some really great toppers. It looks really good underneath. As well, I have two items on my lips from Merit Beauty. We have the color Classic in their signature lip. That's what I have on the base of my lips. Merit Beauty has given me a link in the description. I always put it in the description down below. If you choose to go on there and purchase anything, don't feel like you have to. You don't. But if you do, thank you in advance. I will receive a small commission. And on top, I have Give Beauty's Sweet Tooth. Yeah, Sweet Tooth lip gloss. And I really enjoy that one. The very first fragrance I'm going to share with you guys and my feelings of it is fairly controversial. I will post the video I originally did comparing this one to Goddess by Burberry. Devotion by Dolce Gabbana. I am so utterly disappointed. It is so not unique at all. In my head only, I feel like there was a battle between Dolce & Gabbana with Devotion and Goddess by Burberry to frantically get their perfumes out, knowing that both of them were very vanilla heavy. And vanilla is obviously a huge trend because that's what's coming out. It makes this vanilla lover ecstatic. Disappointment I had with this is it's not unique. It's hard to find fragrances, especially designer, that are unique because there's so many out there that smell very similar. I feel like this is very similar to quite a few fragrances that are out there. It is a lemon and vanilla. So it is a vanilla base with lemon. Let's go over to Fragrantica and I'll share with you guys what the main accords are and also what the pyramid looks like for this one. Main accords for Devotion by Dolce & Gabbana are vanilla, sweet, white floral, powdery, lactonic, rum, and citrus. Top note is candied lemon. Mid note is panna cotta, orange blossom, and rum. Base note is vanilla. Again, it's not a bad scent. It's just not one that I reach for. In fact, I'm trying to sell this on Marketplace right now. It's lemony. It's vanilla. If for whatever reason I still have this and no one wants to purchase this from me on my local marketplace, I'm wondering if the vanilla will mature a little bit. That's what vanillas do tend to do. I just didn't really gravitate to this one. I felt like it was not unique compared to Goddess. I really love that one. I love it for bed. I love it for any time really. And people were really upset when I said that this could be worn and Goddess could be worn, men and women. I will tell you if something doesn't at all suit a man or a woman, but I feel they were both unisex, especially if you like vanilla. And anyway, that's where I stand and I still stand to it. But that's Devotion by Dolce & Gabbana. Not my favorite. Very disappointed I purchased this, but it was a blind buy and it was a risk I took. Next up is a fragrance that I absolutely adore and I love it and I wear it all the time. But the problem is it doesn't stick on me. And I know that I eat fragrances really quickly, but this is notorious for not lasting. Now, I'm not here to pick on Dolce & Gabbana, but here's Dolce & Gabbana's L'Imperatrice. This is number 3, I believe. This one just doesn't have a 3 on it. It is legit though. I thankfully bought this on fragrancebuy.ca for a song. Like it was like $40 Canadian. So in American, it'd be like 30 bucks. I love this smell. I love it so much. I spray and douse myself with this. But the problem and the annoyance that I have with it and the disappointment is it doesn't last 30 minutes at all. And one of the reasons why I love this so much is that this has a rhubarb, like that little tartness to it. And I don't feel that there's enough fragrances out there with that tart feeling, like blackberries and rhubarb. And I wish this stayed around a lot longer because it just flies away. Main accords for Dolce & Gabbana's L'Imperatrice 3 are fruity, ozonic, aquatic, green, sweet, fresh, tropical, aromatic, and musky. Top notes are kiwi, rhubarb, and pink pepper. Mid notes are watermelon, cyclamen, and jasmine. Base notes are lemon tree, musk, and sandalwood. I absolutely love this one. The only disappointment I have with this is I wish it lasted 3 hours. That's all I ask. But I literally have to douse myself. I've only used it for among other fragrances in a month and a half. I used that much, which a lot of it was just me spraying over and over again. So I do enjoy it. Disappointing that it doesn't last. The next fragrance that I am so disappointed on, but I am so happy I didn't purchase a full bottle for various reasons. But the main one is it doesn't smell like anything, especially it doesn't smell like what the picture and the advertising that they were so good at showed the rest of us. And I'm talking about Miu Miu's Fleur de Lis. Now, I did buy this as a sample from somebody in a Facebook group in Canada. They had a friend go off to Japan, and while they were in Japan, Miu Miu, you can purchase their products very easily there. Was very hard to come by here in Canada because it really wasn't sold anywhere, I don't think, in Canada. But they had amazing photographs of mango and ice cream, or mango and cream, and just ooey gooey gourmand. Like, it screamed gourmand. And this one, floral. That's what I got, and it did not even last. And I am so happy that I only still spent money, but I did not spend money on getting a full bottle at all, thank God. The main accords for Miu Miu's Fleur de Lis are fruity, tropical, sweet, coconut, floral, lactonic, and terpenic. Top note is mango, mid note is osmanthus, and base note is coconut milk. Guys, I get floral. I'm gonna spray it on me. Like, it literally is... It's floral. I don't get mango. I don't get coconut. I don't get this creamy, icing, cakey, milk, lactonic. This is just flowers. And I think I saw quite a few people start to sell their bottles not long after. And I partially think it was because they wanted money from it. They only know how difficult it was to get in North America. But part of me was like, they were also disappointed because, again, the advertising was very, very incorrect. But it pulled a lot of people in, including myself. And the final fragrance I want to talk to you guys about, I'm so sad because I bought this when it first released, when this brand was still in Sephora, and then it just all of a sudden went poof. And you couldn't find it at Sephora, and their brand kind of just stopped being a brand, but there was apparently a lot of fragrances left over, and so a lot of sites were selling them. They are legit. I know that. I bought it at fragrancebuy.ca. They are a legitimate gray market company, and I trust them very much. But when I got my bottle, and it had been like 5 years since I'd remember that smell, I love rich, sometimes spicy, sometimes a little tobacco, vanilla, a little alcohol. Those would be like my favorites. I'm talking about Elizabeth and James Nirvana Bourbon. Now, as you guys maybe can tell, I'm actually about here with this one, but it's because I was just spraying it on me just to get rid of it, because this is pencil shavings now with a little bit of vanilla in it, and that was so disappointing. And when I remember I originally bought a bottle of this from fragrancebuy.ca when I was in Halifax, and I got it in the mail. I smelled them, like, I sent it back. I have never sent back a perfume in my life. I contacted Fragrance Buy. They got great customer service. fragrancebuy.ca, sent it back to them, and I got credited back to my account. Fast forward to 2 years after that, I was like, okay, I'm going to risk it. It was only like $30 or something like that. So I ended up picking this up again in hopes that would be better. It's pencil shavings. Why do they have to do pencil shavings? Ew. Main accords for Nirvana Bourbon by Elizabeth and James are woody, vanilla, powdery, and tuberose. Fragrance notes are oak, bourbon, vanilla, and tuberose. I get that there's oak in here, but I remember it being like an oak barrel of a bourbon, and then vanilla and almost like a slight little tobacco smell. Like, we're talking when they had this in Sephora, and now I just smell pencil shavings. It's like oak. like whatever pencils are made out of. I don't know, but maybe it's oak. I was so disappointed with this because I remember I loved it so much and I didn't have a lot of money. And I like when I first bought it and I bought it and I loved the hell out of this. And I got complimented all the time. And I don't get compliments anymore from wearing this. And I know I didn't change. So that would be on this fragrance only. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you did like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Love to have you here on the channel. I want to thank you all for 5,000 subscribers. It's a huge accomplishment for all of us because it is a community. I want to thank you all very much for being here. What is your most disappointed fragrance that you've ever purchased, whether it be a blind buy or something that you loved that maybe it changed scent on you, or something that was hyped up that really wasn't worth it? I'm curious to know. As always, you guys, be safe, take care, and have fun. Bye, guys.